Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon. It's me, 𝗖𝗿𝗲𝗳𝘂𝗹. Just recording this video to share. It's a very short video. It's just to alert Gambians to be very careful of the propaganda sent out by 𝗖𝗿𝗲𝗳𝘂𝗹 and his people and supporters. Let us be very careful. The only authentic message from the pictures circulating are the Senegalese soldiers and probably the rifles. All those boxes of ammunition and the mortars are not. And I am not here to explain how I know they are not. But people that know that doesn't make any sense. And they don't belong, and they don't look like anything that belongs to a patrol, or even to extend to say that belongs to Senegalese forces. But why is he doing this? He knows that he's not fooling the Senegalese forces, but what he's doing is part of the psychological warfare. And he's trying to appease the disgruntled Gambians and trying to put fear into the Gambians to force Gambians to act irrationally in a manner that will advance his desires. And we should be very careful, and we should hold our government accountable. I have said it very clear in my programs. The government should be held accountable, responsible for any other misbehaviors within our sovereignty. We have all the measures, and if the government fail to do that, then they fail their duties. If the government fail to respect or trust the security forces, Gambian security forces, for almost over 5 years, that's the failure of government duty. If the Gambians if the government fail to stop the mechanisms or the reasons behind these problems within our borders, that's the government to be held responsible. I have no reason to believe that the Senegalese soldiers should be stationed in Fonyi for any other reason. I think the Gambian soldiers should be by now be trusted to do what they're supposed to do. But I am appealing to any Gambian and all Gambians or people or love peace or people within the Gambia not to fall for this propaganda. Senegal is a sovereign nation, just as we are jealously guiding our sovereignty, they are jealously guiding their sovereignty. Let them deal with their matters within their borders. And we support a political cause. We should not support any other cause which is not democratic cause. We should not at all. And any instability within around our borders is a instability in our within our borders. We cannot run away from that. We have a responsibility to take. But let us be very careful with these messages coming from 𝗖𝗿𝗲𝗳𝘂𝗹. We should not serve as a platform for 𝗖𝗿𝗲𝗳𝗂𝗹. Senegalese people and their communities, they have their democracy, and they are using their democracy to address the election, the municipal elections that elected Sonko as the mayor of Ziguinchor has spoke volume. But not only that, the anti-establishment achievement in these elections has spoke volume. And I think that's the right course to go by. And if a son of Casamance have an opportunity and chance to probably, in fact, win the election, probably I said, win the election, that's a testimony for their democracy. For running getting into politics for less than a decade, and now having the opportunity to lead a party that might, or a movement that might win an election, that's a testimony that democracy is moving with all the constraints they have. Then I'm appealing to Gambians to be very careful about this. We have our democracy. We should jealously guide our democracy. And anything wrong with that democracy is for us Gambians to fight that out. If we want the end of economic in the Gambia, let us use our democracy to do that. Let us use our progressive thinking to engage the authorities to make sure they do that. Let us use the democratic space to make sure they do that. Other countries have done it. We don't have to resort to any violence in order to see that done. And I'm saying this again. I think we have enough on our plate. Reasons to deal with our problems and end it than to invite any other person or persons or any other ways to do it. And it's sad. We have seen the School of Nursing in Bansan closed down because of they cannot feed the nurses. A country that cannot train nurses, how that country can transform their healthcare system or anything in that country. But we knew about all this when we voted. Now it's for us to deal with the consequences of it. And we have another opportunity to come through the parliament, and we should all know it's what is at stake. Again, we said it before, and it's up to Gambians to take it. If we vote any other way again, we take the consequences of it and face it. And we have our freedoms. If we are not happy with anything, we know what the what democratic means we can take to ensure that we achieve this. I have full confidence that the majority of Gambia service personnel are professional, and they can be professionals if they are led to do the right thing. And we should know where to hold accountability, and we should know what to support. It does not make any sense to start to give a platform from Gambia, for Salif Sadio to have any relevance. And I will appeal to any person that have even shared those pictures to bring them down, and to refrain from sharing anything from Salif Sadio or his so-called supporters. We know the disgruntles, and we know what they want, and we are not going to have that. If you don't know, I think everybody knows. You don't have to experience it to know it. We have seen countries that have went through this, and we don't want to. Thank you very much. That's all I want to share. Thank you.